Hey, it is, what are we on? Day 4 of social distancing. Those working from home and then those just trying to be home with their kids. How's everybody doing? Whew, I'm out of breath. I had to run downstairs and get my iPad so that I could see. Oops, turn the volume down. Hi, Laura and Sam. Got both of y'all joining me today. Hi, Jonna. Today, I am going to create a birthday card with one of the new stamps from our books, from our catalog, our current catalog, and it's called Birthday Banners. So it's this one right here. Let's see. I like chunky letters that are easy to cut out. They're just a lot of fun. So I experimented a little bit with this one with the word happy, and I just wanted to show you the different ways that you can color the letters, and I'm going to set that aside. So I have stamped this out 4 times and with some different techniques for coloring. And I'll take a more close-up shot of this when I'm finished and post it so that you can see it. I'm not sure how well it shows up, but this first one I have colored the letters happy with watercolor pencils. I'm going to hold that up a little bit. And one thing I haven't done yet was go over it with the water brush, and this is the medium water brush, and I'm going to show you what it looks like before I actually do this, because you can see the pencil marks, the strokes of the mark. Let me see if that's focusing in. Yeah, a little bit. So I'm just going to take my water brush. It's got a little bit of water in it. And I'm going to go over the letters and just smooth out the pencil coloring. Let me do it before I do the next letter, I'm just going to wipe my brush off to make sure I don't carry over any other different color than what I'm going over. So this just smooths out your pencil strokes to make it look more like watercolor, which reminds me, I was going to do one with watercolor paints and I forgot. I knew there, when I was thinking of the different ways, it's like I can't remember, there was one more. So what is everybody doing? Working hard, hardly working, teaching. And let me do the Y. So let me hold this up and see if you can tell a little bit of a difference. Now the next one, this one right here, I did with the water brush and an ink pad. So if you've got a lot of ink pads, you've got a lot of colors to choose from. And if you have not done this before, you just squeeze your pad. That is so that you will get ink on the lid. That's where you're going to pull the color from, the lid. This is Thistle ink, purple. So I'm just gonna paint it on. You kind of have to continue pulling the color a little bit. You can go dark, light, just depends on how much color you pull over. Let's smooth that out a little bit. So this one is the ink pad and the water brush. The next one I did with our tri-blend markers. And I try to shade it a little bit. I'm going to use the lavender blend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my darkest color and just work my way to the left and till I get to the lightest color. So I want a little bit of a gradient look. And then my lightest color, oops, outside the line. Ooh. So there is the purple. Terrible. I got outside the lines. I'm going to hold that up a little bit so you can see that. And the last one, we have so many colors of shimmer brushes now. I thought, oh, it'd be fun to do it in shimmer brushes. So this is the Wisteria shimmer brush. And my hand's got lagoon all over it because you gotta be careful. You gotta pull that lid straight up and not twist it. My lagoon kind of got twisted and it leaked all over my hand. I thought, great. So our newest color is peach, and waiting for toffee to get in. Not sure when that's going to happen. But every time we come out with a new color, I have to have it. So there's the Wisteria. I'm going to hold this up, and hopefully you can see the shimmer. Let's see. So those are the different ways. And of course there's watercolor paints, which I forgot to do. I knew there was one more. So I cut out some pieces for a card. Let me set all this stuff out of the way. Sorry about my arms getting in the way. So rather than you sit there and watch me color and cut a bunch of letters, I went ahead and did it real quick and cut the pieces out. So again, this is the birthday. It's called Birthday Banners. This is so cute. This is one of the stamp sets that when I saw it in the catalog, it was one of those that I went straight to the top of my wish list. And of course, I've got tons of birthday stamps. When I see one I really like, I will grab it. Okay, so here are my pieces. And I've cut a white piece here. And I'll explain. I didn't... why I did that really, it's kind of like an extra layer. On there. And let's see, I wanted pink. This is raspberry cardstock. That one on next. And that's just right flush up against that white piece. And this is lemon. I love making birthday cards with bright colors. It's just, I don't know, makes me think of party. And then my next strip, it's Lagoon. Just goes right there. Now, I use the scallop stamp. It's not in the current catalog, but we still have it available, so you can still order it. And then I cut a circle with the stitch circle, so it just fits and that just shows. So I'm going to put that right there. Before I attach it though, I want to add some balloons. I forgot to get my smaller, oops, block. Now, I forgot to mention when I stamped these, I used intense black ink, because anytime that if you're going to use watercolor or markers, that is really the best black ink to use because it won't smear. Let's see. There you go. What I want to do, I'm going to stamp a couple balloons right onto this white circle here. And I don't want to get ink on my pad. I'm just going to have them go. Oops. There we go. Clean these. I'm going to color. I want to color the balloons. Let's see. I will color one yellow. That's green. So let's do. This is with my tri-blend marker. So I'm going to start with the, let's see, I thought I was starting with the darkest color, yellow. That looks green, doesn't it? Dang, I grabbed the wrong one. No, I put the wrong lid on. Maybe not. I'm just going over where I've already colored the dark with the lighter, just to give it some shading. Let me see. Yeah, that's the yellow. I wish I had grabbed the wrong one. I'll just go over it, make it more yellow. How about that? And let me get the little blender pen here. I'm just going to go along that line right there, just to kind of give it a, take away some color, maybe. And let's do orange. I am not a coloring expert by any means, but I do love playing with these markers. So, can you see that? I'm going to go ahead and put that on. I'm going to use my little foam. Little foam squares to pop that up. I feel like I need music. Okay, ready to go. And I have a little birthday present to put on there. I'm going to pop it up a little bit, but not quite as much. So I'm going to use some thin foam tape. This is probably my favorite product, dimensional product we have, is the tape. The 3D and the thin. There you go. So my plan is to put this here. I'm going to put this down here and my letters. And I want to put, you can see I'm not putting anything down yet. Because I want to stamp the word birthday. And I'm going to stamp it so it overlaps onto the raspberry piece of cardstock. So that is why I put white cardstock up here, so that would make this flush. If I had left it off, you would be able to see it would probably leave a line. Which, let's see. Wipe that off. Okay. So just move those out of the way. There we go. Right there. Now, the stamp also has a banner with, I've used it with presents. So that's really cute. I like the candles too, so I use the candles there. And if I put that right there, and I think I want to pop up some of the letters. So I'm gonna get my thin foam tape. This is another reason why I like this stuff, because you can pull it out and cut tiny thin strips, little strips, bigger strips. And let's see, this one directly down. Y'all, I'm just kind of flying around here, doing this as I go. So I just kind of had an idea in my head what I was going to do. It's all kind of trial and error. And I'll put that one down. This gives it some dimension when you do this. And I'll pop that one up. Like that. And I'm not one that likes a lot of white space. So I think I want it to be more finished looking. So I think I'm gonna just do some stitch marks. And you can see I'm not using a ruler because it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes you just need to add a little something to make it look more finished. And if it's just drawing like little lines, or I could draw like straight lines all the way around. But since I have that is stitched, that's why I did that way. I think, let's see. I think I'll just go on down. Go. And let's see. Nope. Yep. Ran out of adhesive. So I'm going to bring out my big guns. And I think, let's see. I have some little bow squigglies, a star, and a heart. I'm going to stamp some of these around on here. gonna do a, let's see, I think I'll do a squiggly. It's about like trying to place bling. Where do you put it? Let me do one more heart, maybe. There. So, still think I need one more. About right there. Maybe another squiggly. All right, I think I'm done. What do you think? So there is my birthday card. Pretty quick. So again, let's see. Oh, let me wipe off this birthday. Let's see, who else has joined me? Hey, Cindy. Got Teresa on here and Kathy. Hey, Jean. So again, this is the birthday stamp set that's in the current catalog, and it is called, where's my envelope? Birthday Banners. Fun to play with. There's a little cupcake. Let's celebrate. So it's a fun one to play with. And again, I'll take a snapshot of my samples there and post them. I'll post them in the comments or just with the card maybe. So thank you all for joining me. Another quick lunchtime learning. I've got to think of something to do tomorrow, but I hope you come back and join me tomorrow just to give your day a little break and a little bit of interaction. If you're creating anything, I'd love to hear about it, or even take a snapshot and post it here in the group. But take care, everybody. Keep your distance and stay well, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.